Today's point of discussion is the reference electrodes. Now, we know very well cell can be constructed using two different type of electrodes, and in galvanic cells we have discussed before that in two separate concentric beakers, two electrolyte solutions are present in which the metallic electrodes having the same ions, I mean the electrolyte solution contains the ions as that of the metal to be dipped in that electrolyte, and in this way the cell is coupled or constructed. Now consider a cell which can be formulated or represented like this. This is supposed to be a cell. So now how one can draw the structure of this? Let's see. In this formulation, copper is left hand side electrode and silver is right hand side electrode. It means that oxidation taking place at this electrode, I mean at copper electrode. Now this cell can be given as, so this is a beaker consisting of electrolyte solution having copper ions, and copper electrode is immersed in it. Now this is supposed to be CuSO4 solution which contains copper ions in it, and this is a copper rod. Now in another beaker, silver, salt of silver, say AgNO3, that is silver nitrate, and silver electrode is immersed in it like this. So this electrolyte solution is supposed to be AgNO3 solution in which silver rod is immersed. Now these two solutions are connected by means of salt bridge. Remember, salt bridge provides indirect contact in between these two electrolytes. Now metallic electrodes are needed to be connected by means of a conducting wire like this. So this should be the coupling of, I mean this should be the picture of the cell formulated above. Now one can calculate the potential of this cell experimentally, like using Poggendrop's compensation method. So one can do the same, I mean one can calculate the potential of any cell experimentally. Now question arises, what about the potential of single electrode? So prior to that we have studied before that the potential developed at an electrode is due to the reaction taking place at respective electrodes. Now what happens right here? So look, copper is acting as anode as oxidation takes place on it, and silver acting as cathode. So at anode what happens? We know very well that oxidation takes place. So copper oxidizes producing copper ions, and electrons are liberated in the process of oxidation. And at other electrode, I mean at cathode, remember cathode is an electrode at which reduction takes place. So the electrons released or liberated at anode are accepted at other electrode where silver ions are ready to accept those. So Ag plus ions tend to gain those electrons and undergo reduction, thereby deposition of silver takes place like this. So these two, this is oxidation and this is a reduction reaction taking place in this cell. We know very well that every cell is a redox, I mean two type of reactions take place in the cell. So net cell reaction is always a redox reaction which can be obtained by adding these two. So due to addition of which electron get cancelled. So copper solid plus twice of Ag plus aqueous gives Cu2 plus aqueous, plus twice of Ag solid. So this is the redox reaction taking place in the cell. Now, whatever potential develops at this electrode is just due to the oxidation reaction taking place at this site, and the potential developed at this electrode is due to the reduction taking place. Now remember, oxidation half cell we have explained before. So right here de-electronation takes place, thus this would acquire negative charge, and electronation takes place at silver electrode, that's why this electrode would acquire what? Positive charge. Now the potentials, these electrodes have certain potential, but remember earlier we have said that the cell potential can be determined experimentally, but one can't do the same with the single electrode. I mean, if you are willing to calculate single electrode potential, means either the potential of copper electrode or the potential of silver electrode, that cannot be calculated experimentally. Now what is the remedy for that? So remember, in order to calculate single electrode potential, we know very well that cell has two electrodes. So among the two electrodes, the potential of one of the electrodes must be well known. If potential of one of the electrodes is well known to you, then easily one can calculate the potential of that single electrode. Now how? Remember, if potential is exactly known to you, I am talking about any electrode, then that electrode is said to be reference electrode. So our topic is reference electrode. Remember two things. One, the reference electrode, I mean potential, if potential is exactly known or arbitrarily taken as 0, then electrode is said to be reference electrode. So remember, reference electrodes are the standard electrodes, I mean whose potential is well known to us. So primary reference electrode is standard hydrogen electrode. Remember, standard hydrogen electrode is a primary reference electrode. And its potential is arbitrarily taken as 0 volt. So if you are willing to calculate potential of single electrode, then do couple that electrode with standard hydrogen electrode, and first of all measure the potential of the constructed cell. If cell potential is known to us, then we know very well that standard hydrogen electrode has potential of 0, then easily one can determine the potential of other electrode with which this standard hydrogen electrode is coupled. In this way, single electrode potential can be determined experimentally. Now there are certain difficulties in setting the standard hydrogen electrode. Thus other reference electrodes, what we call secondary reference electrodes, are come into play. For example, calomel electrode, silver chloride electrode, glass electrode. These are the secondary reference electrodes used instead of standard hydrogen electrode, and potential of these electrodes are also known to us. So remember, if potential of any electrode is known, then it is said to be reference electrode. Either potential should be known to us, or arbitrarily that potential should be taken as 0 volt, and these reference electrodes are used to calculate the potential of single electrode. Thank you very much.